I'm 74 years old. And before you decide to click away, let me tell you something uncomfortable. Everything you've been taught about how life is supposed to work, is backwards. I know that sounds dramatic. I know you've heard 1,000 motivational speeches already. But I'm not here to hype you up.
At 54 years old, I was sitting alone in my car outside a grocery store. Engine off. Hands on the steering wheel. I had just finished a normal day. Meetings. Emails. Deadlines. Noise. And for the first time in my life, I felt something I couldn't explain. Not sadness. Not fear. Emptiness. I remember staring at my reflection in the windshield and thinking, is this it? I had done everything right. A stable career. A respected position. A house filled with things I barely used. A calendar filled with obligations I didn't enjoy. From the outside, I looked successful. From the inside, I felt like a stranger in my own life. That moment didn't explode my world. It didn't come with dramatic music. It whispered. And whispers are dangerous, because they're easy to ignore. So I did. Let me tell you the most powerful lie ever sold to human beings. You have time. Time to figure it out. Time to slow down later. Time to love deeper later. Time to live later. Later becomes a religion. You sacrifice today for a tomorrow that never arrives. I told myself I'd travel after I reached a certain level. I'd reconnect after things calmed down. I'd take care of my health after this busy season. But life doesn't calm down. It replaces one storm with another. And one day, without warning, you realize something terrifying. You've been busy. But you haven't been alive. At 56, I collapsed in my kitchen. No warning. No dramatic build-up. One moment I was pouring coffee. The next, I was on the floor wondering if this was how it ends. The doctors were efficient. Calm. Clinical. They spoke in probabilities. Recovery rates. Lifestyle changes. What they didn't talk about was the quiet terror that comes when you realize your life can end in the middle of an ordinary Tuesday. No closure. No final speech. No someday. Just done. That night in the hospital, unable to sleep, I asked myself a question that changed everything. If this is the end, did I actually live? And the answer haunted me. Here's the truth no successful person wants to say out loud. Success doesn't love you back. You chase it. You feed it your time, your health, your relationships. And when you finally catch it, it asks for more. More hours. More sacrifice. More distance from the people you care about. I achieved things I once prayed for. And they felt empty faster than I expected. Achievement gives you a temporary high. Meaning gives you peace. No one tells you that early enough. People imagine regret as dramatic failures. It's not. Regret is quiet. It's the dinner you skipped because you were too tired. The call you didn't make because you assumed there'd be another chance. The dream you dismissed because it wasn't practical. I don't regret the risks I took. I regret the risks I was too afraid to take. I regret the version of myself that waited for permission. Someday is a thief. It steals years while promising comfort. Someday when the kids are older. Someday when money is easier. Someday when things slow down. They don't. Life doesn't reward waiting. It rewards choosing. After my health scare, I didn't quit everything. I didn't run off to a beach or reinvent myself overnight. Change was quieter than that. I started asking a different question before saying yes. Does this matter? I started protecting my mornings. Calling people I loved more often. Letting go of the need to be impressive. I stopped living like my worth was something to prove. And something unexpected happened. Life became lighter. I watch younger generations now and I don't judge them. They're not lazy. They're not weak. They're overwhelmed. They're drowning in expectations without wisdom. They're told to optimize everything: productivity, income, image. But never taught how to be present. They're chasing a version of success that won't hold them when they're alone at night. Just like I did. I watch younger generations now and I don't judge them. They're not lazy. They're not weak. They're overwhelmed. They're drowning in expectations without wisdom. They're told to optimize everything: productivity, income, image. But never taught how to be present. They're chasing a version of success that won't hold them when they're alone at night. Just like I did. Time is not money. You can't earn it back. You can't save it. You can't negotiate with it. Every day you delay living intentionally is a day you never recover. This isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to wake you up. If your life ended this year, not someday, would you feel complete? Not impressive. Not admired. Complete. If the answer makes you uncomfortable, that discomfort is a gift. It's awareness knocking. In the end, life shrinks down to a few simple things. Who you loved. Who loved you back. What you experienced deeply. What you stood for. Not your titles. Not your possessions. Not your online presence. Those fade quickly. Connection doesn't. I wouldn't give him hustle tips. I'd tell him this. Stop waiting for clarity before taking action. Stop confusing busy with meaningful. Stop postponing joy until you feel ready. You don't become ready. You decide. Here's the strange truth. I'm happier now with less time ahead than I was when I thought time was endless. Because urgency creates clarity. When you know time is limited, you stop wasting it on things that don't matter. You start saying no without guilt. Yes without fear. And now without delay. You don't need a crisis to wake up. You don't need permission. You don't need perfect conditions. You need honesty. Ask yourself. What am I avoiding that I know matters? Then take one step. Not tomorrow. Not when it's easier. Today. Because the life you're waiting to live doesn't start someday. It starts the moment you stop waiting. I don't know how many years I have left. None of us do. But I know this. I don't want my last chapter to be filled with what ifs. And neither should yours. Live deliberately. Choose bravely. Love loudly. Time is passing whether you wake up or not. The question is, what are you going to do with it?